Jump right in here. This Panasonic LUMX G7KS.
Okay.
It's got a 4.5 star rating on Amazon.
Wow.
Almost 2,000 reviews.
That's impressive.
That's a lot of people that are liking this
A
camera.
lot of happy photographers out there.
Yes. What's so great about this camera?
Well, I think one of the biggest things is it shoots 4K Ultra HD video.
Wow.
And for a camera in this price range, that's pretty amazing.
Okay.
Usually 4K is something you find in much more expensive cameras.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if you're thinking about, capturing memories of your family vacations, sporting events, or anything you want to remember, it's going to look so crisp and clear.
That's great.
You'll be amazed by the detail.
Okay, so 4K video, that's a big plus.
Absolutely.
Now, I keep hearing about these 4K photo modes.
Oh, yeah.
What is that all about?
So think about this. You're trying to capture a really fast-moving subject, like a bird in flight,
Right.
or your dog shaking water off its fur.
Okay.
It's hard to get that perfect shot right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 4K photo mode lets you basically rewind time and extract a still photo
Wow.
from a 4K video you're shooting.
So it's like taking a burst of photos, but even better.
Exactly. You get to choose the exact moment you want to freeze, and it comes out as an 8-megapixel photo.
Okay, that is pretty awesome.
All right.
So we've talked about 4K video, 4K photos.
Mm-hmm.
What about just general image quality for regular photos?
Well, the G7KS has a 16-megapixel sensor,
Okay.
which is more than enough resolution for printing beautiful photos,
Right.
sharing them online, whatever you want to do.
That makes sense.
And it's not just about the megapixels. The autofocus system is really fast and accurate.
Okay.
So you can capture sharp images, even if your subject is moving.
Yeah. I mean, nobody likes blurry photos.
Oh, no. Especially those action shots. You want to freeze the action.
Exactly.
So yeah, it delivers when it comes to image quality.
Now, one of the big appeals of mirrorless cameras is that they're smaller and lighter than
Excellent.
DSLRs.
Yeah.
How does this one stack up?
So the G7KS weighs just over 400 grams,
Right.
which is significantly lighter than most DSLRs.
Okay.
I mean, you can easily throw it in your bag, take it with you on a hike.
That's what I like to hear.
Travel with it, no problem.
So it's travel friendly.
Very travel friendly.
All right. So we've covered lightweight, good image quality, 4K video.
Right.
If you guys want to check out this camera for yourselves, you can click the link
Yeah.
in the description below. It'll take you to the Amazon page.
Perfect.
Now, before we move on, I want to talk about lenses for a second.
Sure.
What kind of lens options are we looking at with this camera?
So the G7KS is part of the Micro Four Thirds system.
Okay.
And that's great because it means there's a huge selection of lenses available from different brands.
Okay.
And they tend to be more affordable than DSLR lenses, which is a nice bonus.
So lots of options.
Tons of options.
And we like affordable. That's always a good thing.
Always a good thing.
So we've talked about the specs now. Let's see what actual users are saying.
Okay, sounds good.
What are people raving about in these Amazon reviews?
Well, one word that keeps popping up is fantastic.
Okay, I like that word.
People seem to be really impressed with the image quality, especially considering the price.
Yeah.
They also talk a lot about how well built it feels. It's sturdy,
Right.
despite being lightweight.
Okay, so it's not flimsy.
No, not at all.
You don't want to be afraid to take it out and about.
Exactly.
You mentioned fantastic. Does that apply to value for money too?
Absolutely. People consistently comment on how much camera you get for the price.
Okay,
It seems like it really hits that sweet spot of high-end features without breaking the bank.
that's awesome.
Yeah, you get a lot of bang for your buck.
Now I'm always on the lookout for any potential drawbacks.
Sure.
Were there any common complaints in the reviews?
There was one thing that came up a few times,
Okay.
and it has to do with tripods.
Okay.
Apparently, the manual recommends using a specific type of tripod mount to avoid any damage.
Interesting. So that's something to be aware of.
Yeah, something to keep in mind, especially if you use tripods a lot.
Okay.
But overall, the feedback is overwhelmingly positive.
Well, that's